The Adventure returns. Digimon Adventure 2020 might be getting dubbed and coming sooner than we think. This information is sourced by @WithWill on Twitter, but there's more to the story. It isn't just as simple as getting a dub for 2020 and dropping it right before your eyes. It's complicated. The recent quarters of Toei animation, the statistics show that Digimon Adventure as a brand is doing really well in the West, so this really is a no-brainer for Toei to seek out a dub for the reboot. And I'll be really excited for a Digimon dub. You know, the nostalgia factor, it would be insane. You know, like Joshua Seth back as Taichi. He's coming back as Taichi, right? Well, as it turns out, Joshua Seth and other voice actors have been approached about this topic, and they have not been consulted in the matter of the reboot being dubbed, but they both seem to allude to the fact that they want fresh meat for the reboot. Now, first impressions to this is, well, are they telling the truth? We're living in an era when actors can lie about being in movies for well over a year now, so voice actors can surely do the same to keep the surprise going, right? But something tells me there is merit to this. You know, these actors, not to say that they're old, but they're at a different point in their careers now. Toei will definitely want to do more of Digimon Adventure, the rebooted version, in the future, and I think the amount of projects they could have going on after Ghost Game finishes, movies, OVAs, a new series, a sequel, that's a lot of work for people who are kind of just complete and content with Digimon. They've done their bit. I can understand the need for fresh meat, but I can equally understand the disappointment of the dub fans in the West. These dub voice actors are beloved, don't make any mistake about it. But if this decision is truthful and they're not just kind of pulling a rug over our heads to try and trick us and make this a surprise announcement, I do understand why they're doing this. It's a double-edged sword because whilst if their comments are truthful, then that confirms two things. They are not going to be dubbing Digimon Adventure 2020, but there is going to be a dub of Digimon Adventure 2020 in the West. You've got to take the good with the bad. But honestly, there's so much rising talent out of the voice actor scene in the West that I don't see a reason not to be optimistic about this project if it actually comes to light, which I think it is going to, especially considering the financial reports and the Digimon brand's snowballing growth. For me personally, I grew up in the Digimon movie, dubbed, rewatching it every night several times. I had no idea what was going on, but it was hilarious. The comedic cues were on point and the voice actors were authentic. They felt like real people. Not that over-exaggerated kind of cliche, plasticky type. I won't go into detail, but you know what I'm referring to, right? And as much as it would be nice to have those dubbed actors come back and reprise those roles, are you going to get everybody? Because if you're not going to get everybody, you kind of might as well give way to a new generation of Digimon voice actors. For the Adventure cast at least. I'm unsure whether these comments apply to the Digimon Adventure human characters or the partners as well. You know, to have Tom Farn back as Agumon would be insane. But I digress. I understand the motive. There's a very long-term game going on here, and that might not coincide and coordinate with the original cast. They have their own things going on, older people, families. It would be really hard to tie everybody down. But everyone, what do you think of this news? You know, everything we've mentioned, do you really want the original dub cast back? Do you understand why they want new fresh meat? What wider implications does getting a dub for the Adventure reboot have for the sequels of Adventure and what's to come? You let me know, we'll talk about it. Thank you for tuning into this short one. Please like the video so other people can find me and my channel can grow, and I'll leave lots of good videos in the end screen for you to watch later on at your leisure. If you made it this far, I really appreciate your time, but most importantly, take care.